Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today I'm kind of changing up the format a little bit differently with how I do my intro and the deck tech breakdown before we jump into the gameplay. Because I felt like this deck was a bit more complicated, I wanted to go over it a little bit more with how to play it a bit more in depth and what certain cards were added for different types of win cons and whatnot. So because of that, I know a lot of people just want to see the gameplay without necessarily all the deck tech stuff. So I put the deck tech towards the end of the video instead of the beginning like I usually do. So after this, it's just going to go this little intro here right into the gameplay. And then at the end, we'll have the deck tech. So if you're interested in that, let me know. If you prefer that format, also let me know because I'm happy to just keep it that way as well if you find it more interesting. The other thing too that I want to announce is that I've started posting more regularly to TikTok, so if you're interested in memes or just short gameplay clips, I would love it if you check me out there. It's just MTG_MTG, so not confusing at all. But I'll share links and stuff in the description. But yeah, thank you so much, and let's go check out the games. I will see you out there. All right, we're playing against Admiral Brass, the Unsinkable. This commander looked really, really cool. We probably won't have a ton to steal from our graveyard to do the shenanigans. I think I'm going to keep this. I don't really know what our win con is, but such is the way of blue. So I believe, okay, so they mill, and then at the beginning of combat on your turn, you may return pirate creature card from your graveyard. Okay, so that one's based on what's in their graveyard and not ours. Makes more sense, I guess. I think the other one too, it's if 3 or more pirates hit, then you can steal something from a person, like a creature. It's the other admiral. I wonder if they're running that in there too. Because how could you not run both versions, Ooh, how lovely. Hopefully I had another land drop. I didn't think about how we only had 2 lands. I just saw counter spells and that we had enough mana to cast them. Like the blue player I am, I guess. Okay, Underground River, Arcane Signet, seems good, seems good. I'll just put this in tapped, pass. Ominously pass the turn. Ooh, no thank you. Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Oops. You have no land cards in your hand. Seek. I would like to seek. Woohoo. Boop. That's a fun one. I forgot to put that in there. Now we can cast our commander. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards here. So part of me is kind of tempted to just do Key to the Archive so we could have more mana instead of casting this buddy here. I wonder if the oops is because they can potentially get it back as a 4/4. Let's do Key while we can. I think we'll just pitch that. We don't need it. Okay, now we have a lot of mana. Brainstorm. Okay, they must be missing a land drop this turn. So I think what makes the most sense is we put in Ojer, and then we have Fading Hope or Disdainful Stroke up. And if they are able to get Ragavan back, we do need some Graveyard Hate too, which I believe I have Soul Guide, Lantern, and Scavenging Grounds in this deck for that reason. I'm pretty sure I put a decent amount of Graveyard Hate, but I cannot remember, so we shall find out together, I guess. Oh boy. I'm worried too that if I put in Ojer, it's just going to get removed too. But we do have Fading Hope, I guess, to bounce back that. Ooh, bummer. Okay. Taking some bonk action there. Okay. So we have our mana drops we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. We put you in. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not being super greedy here. So I think we do this. That leaves mana up for the Fading Hope, I think, too. So if Monkey comes into play, we can just bounce them back if they're doing the dash. I'm guessing they're going to go for the dash. Hopefully I don't have a way to counter this or hexproof it. Okay. Wait for combat. We're going to bounce the monkey. Do they have a way to protect it? Oop. Okay. Ooh, that would have been really sad for them to exile. We'll keep that on top there. Oop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can leave up Sublime if we wanted. I kind of want to just get our commander into play, but I'm worried that might be a bad decision if they have the targeted removal or the wash away. Okay, they don't. I am scared. Ah, darn it. Okay. Well, now they can dash in. Actually, we'll decline. I'm a little nervous here, though. I am. But worst case scenario, we can Hull Breaker Horror, try to cast something else. Yeah, they really want this Ragavan to do the thing. I think where we're at now, though, we should be safe. What did they get? A land? Okay. They have their own key. Let's counter that. Okay. Ooh. I think I'm gonna just go for the extra turn. And then let's get to Fairy in. I don't know if this is a mistake or not. Let's create a spirit. And then no attacks. And I'm hoping we can use this just to cause more trouble. They can tap out and cast Ragavan if they want, but at this point I don't think it's going to punch through the lines unless they do some sort of like edict thing. Okay. We can't stop that because I think... Oh, wait. No, they could pay the 3 still. It's fine, though. Yep. I'm okay with that. We got our blocks. I'll put a friend in front of there. Okay. Put this on. I think I'm just gonna pass. Bonk for 1. Keep shenanigans up. Possibly this. The fun of control. Be control. Let's do this. Counterspell, return. And so return. What do you do? Let's return you. Make a copy of you. I draw a card. Ooh, that was a lot. Watch them have the counterspell though. Why is this not doing the thing? It's not tapping that buddy, which is kind of annoying. I need to tap it now. Okay. On their end stuff, I'm gonna tap this O here. Okay. My turn. Memory lapse. Seems good. Seems good. Okay. Let's flip my friend. Put you in. And let's attack. Because they got vigilance. I guess I could have gone in the air with that buddy too. Okay. Bonk, bonk. I think they're still going to make the treasure. Yep. Because Pitiless still sees the Snapcaster Mage. And then if they do try to board wipe, we have the memory lapse here. Let's counter that. We're rebounding that. Gonna be very useful. The new Malcolm's really good because if it gets the 4 counters on it, then you can just discard a card and counter things, which is fun. Alright. Done. And done. Okay, okay. Let's put in Defiler. And let's put in this buddy. We'll actually just pay the life. Why not? Sweet. And then we'll go ahead and attack for a lot. This is weird. This is not how I was expecting this deck to work. Also, if a board wipe happens, it'll be sad. But we got Hull Breaker and stuff, so Oh yeah, they just top deck their commander because I memory lapsed that. So, good game. Nice. Take action. What was that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. We did have fun. Thank you. I want to look at that card. View the battlefield. I totally forgot about this card. This seems like a kind of fun alternative to maybe like Toxic Deluge. Yeah. GG's opponent. All right, who are we playing against? Oh, the first sliver. I would ideally like more counter spells against slivers, but I think I'll just take what I can get at this time. Mostly being that we have 3 lands and make sure we don't miss our land drops. Okay. Boop. Okay. Boop. And I'm going to pass. Either we'll reject or flash in. Excuse me. No, reject that. They get no mana. I don't want them to have mana. I'm scared, okay? I'll just wait. Oh wait, no, I had a land I was supposed to play. I'm a big brain gamer over here, aren't I? I can't believe I forgot to play my land drop. Oh well. You know, we have fun. Okay. Our buddy resolves. Foretell that now. And let's go ahead and bonk. Assuming will be permitted. Assuming the bonks are permitted. Okay. We do need another land drop here soon, though. That'd be nice. Maybe get Key Archive in. Or depending on what their board state starts looking like, get this buddy in so we can, you know, rebound Raven form. Okay. I wish this was instant speed. Ooh, Solemn. Okay. I would like a counter spell too. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. Okay. Ooh, resculpt. Bonk. I'm gonna leave this mana up. Scare them that we have the counter. Okay, you call this out. Call this on our bluff. Ooh, each one has on Earth. That's interesting. I hate playing against slivers. Especially when I'm not hitting that land drop. How striky. Oof. Oof. Well, it's not the land drop I needed in my final hours. We also gave them a 4/4. That's going to be pretty rough. It's not going to be ideal. I think we're like too far behind at this point too. I'd probably have to like hit the Day of Judgment. And that's draining me. Who's draining me? Ooh, you are. Okay. Pass. Block that damage coming in. Put a stop on their end step to crack the Wayfarer's Bauble. Just so second main phase they don't try to cast the Sliver, realizing I'm a liar. I think this is going to be GG's. Yeah. Take off the stop. You get up. Try to turn off the stop. But in this tap blue. Okay. Okay, now we have the other land. A little too late, friend. Put in you. Might I interest you? and not draining me. I have a proposition. What if you didn't drain me? Oh. No. Well, at least we ramped. Oh, I returned it to the command zone. I should have kept it as land. Oops. Oops. This feels like GG's though. I'd have to like... I think this is lethal, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. That's going to be 11. 13. Down to 1. So I might have one more turn. 2 down to 2. Still can't math, apparently. Thanks. No. Why not? See what we would have gotten. Show me what you got. Nothing. Doesn't matter. Die. Death is what happens. Oop. Oh gosh. Bonk, bonk. To death. To death, you say. Ooh. The sun's avatar. I like it. We have lands, we have counter for scary things and other scary things. As long as they don't play something that's like can't be countered, then it's just, oh goodness. Right off the bat. Delighted halfling. All of our stuff just is useless. Okay. Now we can stop that delighted halfling. That reduces their stuffs. Don't want them to have that. I think we're okay if we need to be shields down for this turn. Anything that's like a creature reduction cost thing is definitely good to try to slow down the sun's avatar. Or any dino deck, really. They're looking at my graveyard, though. Wonder if they're just curious what kind of spell countered them. Okay, so ramping. Okay. Let's see. Gisheth needs a lot more. I think I'm still going to try to focus on the ramp where I can. Just since like they don't have any creatures out yet, knock on wood. I'm scared of like whatever giant dino they're probably going to drop here soon too. Okay, so they're just ramping still. Okay. Gotcha. I'm okay with that. Ooh, Malcolm. We don't have a lot to feed into the discard. I'm going to put in Ojer and hope that they don't have a horrifying giant dino that I wanted to leave counter magic up for. Sometimes you still got to play the game, you know? 1, 2. Okay. Put a step counter here. So I think now they're going to try to go for the Gisheth. That one I'm okay with because it will have a stun counter on it. And if they attack with it, I'll just block the Solemn. So I'm going to flash in this buddy. Resolve. Take the stop off. Ooh, Thirst for Discovery. Okay. Thirst for Discovery. Sweet. Got a lot of good stuff here. I'm going to leave Wash Away mana up. We have answers to deal with that buddy. And attack in the air for 6. We'll discard. Ooh, goodness. I don't know if I want to discard a whole lot here, so I'm going to put that island away. Yeah, we are shutting that down. That's what I was worried about there. Okay. Opponent. Scoops. GG's. They get to reuse all the stuff I counter. You know? Boop, boop, boop. Mm-hmm. I like Graveyard Hate. The only thing is if we don't have our other land, that'll be a bit risky. And this is the cool art for it. Sick. Nethray was one of the earlier commanders I made in Historic Brawl. I played a lot of Standard when I first got back into Magic, so it was a good way to like learn. And also like just playing Arena where the stack was visualized was really helpful. That was like another thing that was really confusing to me when I first started playing Magic too, was just understanding how things resolve. It's even more complicated when you play Commander. Samwise is really good because they get graveyard recursion, so trying to limit that. That's a sorcery speed card. I think I'll hold on to that. Keep negate up. Okay. My turn. Woo, another land. Let's do compulsive research. I am scared that if I try to put my commander in without protection, it'll die. I think I'll put this island into the bin. Be nice. My turn. Resolve. Pass. Pass. My turn. So, done. Okay. Let's do... Man, I kind of want to be greedy and do Choice of Fortunes, but I think I'm going to put in Solemn. Take action. I guess it's not greedy to ramp. That's more responsible. And I'm going to leave magic up for a negate or something. I don't think they have enough because they don't have a legendary creature, right? Yeah, none of those are legendaries, so that Egancho I don't think will work. Or maybe it will. And I can't do anything about it. Resolve. And then I'm going to decline and let them enter as a land. Enter. And then again, trying to leave mana up. 1, 2, 6. Yeah. Okay. Block here. Pass. Draw that card. Biggie action. Ooh, Narset. Okay. Resolve. My turn. Okay. What do we have here? Nothing I'm super hyped on. Let's do crack that. And then here for Choice of Fortune. Not super stoked on those. Ooh, yes. Okay. Let's put in... We got 1, 2... I think we need to have a blocker, unfortunately. Put in this land. Let's put Choice of Fortune back up. Take action. And then we have 1, 2, 3. If I put this buddy in, we still have enough for some sort of counter and another body to block with. That will make another body to block with. So I'm just gonna leave things like that for the time being. Okay. Ooh, Merchant Ultimatum was a good hit. We'll block here. And I don't like that I'm not keeping that dude around, but I just want to mitigate damage here. My turn. Okay. So that could be a fun card. Does it make sense to do this though? I don't think so. Let's do Choice of Fortune again. Let's do Take Action. And then Ristic Study is a good hit, I think. They might be able to pay all their taxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just want to leave this Hurl into History up because it's a super fun card. So I think I'll just hang out. No attack. In and out. Hopefully I'm not being greedy. Okay. Resolve. Okay. Seems good, seems good. Pass. Resolve. Block here, block here. Okay. Resolve. Okay. Now if they do that, do I do this? If I discover that, are they going to be able to cast their commander? They got one? Okay, I don't think so. So we'll do this. And I'm okay with that. We still get our incubate trigger too. Ooh. Psych Rift. It's not super great, is it? We'll put that back to hand, I guess. Okay. And then in theory, we should be able to take all of their stuff. Ooh, did not see that part. I probably should have cracked that soul guide. I might be a little greedy right now. If I lose, it's a bit my fault for being greedy because I didn't want to exile their graveyard in case I wanted to steal something of theirs. I think we have to let that resolve because I have so much mana. This counter spell kind of feels bad now. And they have the 3, so I may or may not have made a tiny big mistake. Oh, no, I needed to exile their graveyard. I messed up. Oh, no. I was supposed to hit the soul guide as that was on the stack. Oops. I made a mistake. I deserve to lose. After that. If this was in paper, I would have ordered that exactly the way I needed to. Okay. I think I still have a chance now. Because they're targeting what they're getting back. Okay. Whew. That still worked. Okay, we got that going for us at least. I messed up a little bit this game. I shouldn't have given them their graveyard to get all that back. And then I should have, like, exiled their graveyard while that was on the stack, too. But, oh well. Let's get you back. Oh, perfect. Okay. That turned out to be quite fortunate, so we'll exile you. And then Let's transform you. Let's get you in. They still can mutate on stuff, but that's not gonna like help them too much. Seagate, I guess. That's not great either. Yeah, I might have still like, sorry, I think I'm still like coming back from goofing there. Kind of kicking myself for that. Okay, and they have enough to mutate. They hit a land. Yep, and they can mutate onto their little bird friend. It's thankfully just a 5-drop though. But I imagine, oh, they're going for my face. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's get that basic land. Okay. I don't know how I'm staying alive in this circumstance, to be honest. You in. Put you in. Let's power. Actually, let's activate your ability. Probably should have done that a while ago with the Seagate, but oh well. I think I'm a little off my game at the time. The time being. I'm just gonna attack with this guy because I want to make sure that if they do have removal that I can just block where I need to. Great Henge is very good. I probably will double block. Yeah. Because they can't mutate because that's a human. And I think I'm going to decline and actually put them back. Oh, never mind. I was going to say to the command zone, but I did the wrong thing. Oh well. At least we can counter target spell. Can't do that? Okay. At least it's not flying anymore. Plus on that. Sweet. Okay. Oh, and we have Malcolm. I don't know how helpful that's going to be for us, honestly. Let's get Ristic Study in, I think. Malcolm. And then I'm just going to hang out. No attack. End turn. And we have this disallow to try to do shenanigans. What's in here? Okay. Let's do that. They have the way to pay the one for sure. Okay, I'm scared to give them like any card with that Fairy Mastermind too. Yes, I will block. Let's block here and here because we can get the Solemn back too. And just keep deck thinning in that sense with our lands. Woo! Take action. Ooh, Scavenger Grounds. Very good, very good. Resolve. Resolve. Okay. My turn. Let's get you back. Okay, that's going to be good for us. And let's get Midnight in. Okay. Let's do this with the Midnight Clock. And I think we're just going to play that game of control. Let's do this and this. Go in the air. They have so much life because they just keep gaining life. This is really scary. Discard you. Let's do this. Oh, that's huge. How much land do we have? I might wait to do this and just keep our counter magic up, because I think that's going to be really important. And if they keep milling good stuff into their graveyard, that's actually going to help us. Okay. So I'm going to bounce this, which might seem a bit risky because they can mutate, but then I'm hoping I can just counter it because it's going to hopefully cost more mana. Again, that might have been a bad mistake. Oh, okay. I'm surprised they did that. I thought they would have wanted to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna pass that priority, block with their nerd. Sweet. And then I have no idea what that other card is in their hand. It scares me a little bit because I don't have the other blue source now. Or I might, because this comes in untapped. Oh, just kidding. I actually do have it. And I do have the scavenger grounds here. Resolve. Okay, my turn. My graveyard. Let's get solemn. Just help him with that card draw. There's nothing in their graveyard that I like super wanted. Okay, let's do Key the Archive. Let's do Croson Grip. Discarding you. And we will go to Bonks. Bonk, bonk. Boop, boop. Discard the Mind Stone. And turn. I think I'm just gonna it's sorcery speed, I think. Yeah. Pass. And I do want to draw, so I'll just do this.
We still have much to learn.
Take action. Sweet. That's huge. Okay. I too will draw with you, friend. And then on their end step, I'm going to do some stuff. Okay. Hopefully I didn't crack the graveyard hate too soon. Okay. In step, I'm going to put a counter on you. Resolve. I'm going to tap you. Tap you. My turn. I'm hoping that we can get this midnight clock to pop off soon. Because if we do that, Teferi is going to like have a good time. So let's do Teferi. Let's draw a card with Teferi. Ooh, that's fun. I'm inclined to keep this counter magic up and maybe try to do like Teferi thing later. Put everything back into their library. Okay. This is a very control-y game. So I'm going to do Playcrafter, counter. That makes sense. So I don't remember what. Return target non-land permanent. Let's return the Great Henge. Target creature I control. Let's make a copy of Solemn. And then target player draw. Take action. Resolve. We're going to counter it. I'm just trying to reduce their card draw. Okay, so they hit another land drop there. Okay. On their end step, I'll do stuff. All right. That was like such a grindy game. I totally made some huge mistakes there, but GG's overall opponent. That was really fun. All right, friends, I hope you had fun watching the shenanigans that we did. We're rocking Ojer Pakpatiq, the Epoch. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, so apologies. For CMC, they have flying. Whenever you cast an instant spell from your hand, it gains rebound, and then if it dies, you can return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control with 3 time counters. So basically, turns to a land, you try to remove the 3 counters by tapping the land for mana, and then once you remove all those counters, you can pay 3 and then tap it to transform it, where Ojer enters the battlefield tapped, but at least you still get the cool rebound stuff. So the reason why I wanted to save like my deck intro towards the end here is just because it was going to be probably a little bit longer, just explaining a bit of the intricacies, because I was trying to keep it down to like 2 minutes and I kept hitting like the 3 or 4 minute mark. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump right in to this at the end of all the gameplay. So hopefully this is interesting for y'all. But I wanted to start with some cards that I think have a lot of value just in blue, and maybe that you might have missed in alchemy, because for me, I don't always pay super close attention to the alchemy cards, and I think blue has some of the most powerful ones. But this one here is Bounty of the Deep. If you have no land cards in your hand, seek a land card and a non-land card. Otherwise, seek 2 non-land cards. So this can be really helpful if you're like finding that you're not hitting your land drops and you need that. Or maybe you need 1 more mana and trying to find like your River's Rebuke or Cyclonic Rift or something like that. That can be super helpful for getting out of a tight spot. Another one that I think is super important, I'm trying to remember to add this in every blue deck I make, but Choice of Fortunes is just so crazy good because you can seek 2 cards and then you may shuffle them into your library. If you do seek 2 cards, and then you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. So this is just really good for like filtering stuff and trying to find answers. And I think this is an incredible card. Again, too bad we couldn't like rebound it at all, but you know, I absolutely loved it. I also love Absorb Energy. So Absorb Energy here, just reducing like whatever the spell cast that shares like a card type with whatever you're countering is huge. And the fact that it's just like perpetually doing that in your hand is really powerful. This one isn't an alchemy card, but it's one that dropped with the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I think it's really, really powerful. Like 5 CMC may feel like a lot, but when you counter target artifact, creature, or creature spell, and then you discover where X is that spell's mana value, you can just go into so many broken things and so many awesome shenanigans. So specifically with like the Discover, the fact that you can just put the card into your hand instead of putting it back into the library, I think just automatically makes Discover more powerful than Cascade, because again, it's either going to give you card advantage or you just put something out for free, and I think that's huge. So if you hit a counter spell, it's not as a feel bad moment, you can just put it into your hand. And then we have Discover the Formula. This is a really fun alchemy card. So you seek 3 non-land cards, and the non-land cards in your hand perpetually gain the spell cost 1 less to cast. Well, this is an instant speed card, so if you cast this on your opponent's end step, then on your upkeep you seek again, and just being able to do that feels very broken. As far as like other pieces of this deck where we really want the win con going, we have things that make bodies when you cast non-creature spells. And I think primarily when I was casting spells at instant speed, it was usually my removal pieces, like my counter spells or anything like that, where I'm just trying to like bounce things back to my opponent's hand. So this was helpful to like potentially make blockers with like incubate tokens, or just something that was like big too, like if I'm casting a 6 CMC spell. I also really love Hadigen because its power is going to increase as you cast more instant and sorcery spells, but it also discounts them, which can be really crucial. And kind of the same thing with before, Talran and Shark Typhoon creating tokens, but more importantly, they're flying tokens. So a lot of times that's just enough damage to get through in the air. Something else that I really wanted to try to pull off was to cast Sea Double and then maybe have a chance to have that rebound, because that's super fun to do. As far as like win cons for the deck, this was all like pretty solid, but sometimes I was finding myself needing like one extra turn or one other time to just like push through the line to get, the advantage over the opponent. And I usually hate running extra turn spells because I just feel bad doing it. But this time I ran like Time Warp and Karn's Temporal Sundering and Alrund's Epiphany, all those kind of extra turn spells, because again, this deck didn't have a super solid win con, so I felt like I just needed a little bit more of a push to get across the line. I usually hate running those because I feel they're like, I don't know, it just feels bad when you're not playing Magic, and so I hate doing that to like my opponents and stuff like that. But nothing wrong with you if you do that, that's totally valid, because again, sometimes blue just needs a win con, and that's what extra turn spells are. Same with Omniscience. This is usually a card I don't run, but again, I just felt like I needed a little extra oomph to really keep up with those higher tier decks, like, any sort of broken sliver, Atraxa type omniscience-y broken things that you see in Arena all the time. But overall, this was a really fun deck. It does perform really well. I think when I was recording, I lost 1 game out of the 6 or 7 I played, but just when I was testing the deck in general, it still had a really high win rate. The main thing for it is if you're going to pilot it, you just have to be patient. So, taking a turn or two to wait to leave counter magic up is really important, especially if you're trying to keep Ojer protected. Yeah, sorry this was a long deck tech today. That's why I put it at the end. I hope you all had fun, and I hope you all have a great one. So, smoochy poos, bye, have a good one. Bye again.